This tiny kitchen brings back the scene where Stitch knocked over the pot and accidentally blew it up, which honestly is why Cobra Bubbles had to drop by and inspect Lilo's entire living situation. Stitch began to change. His eyes turned hollow, and black cracks crept across his skin. But beneath this venomized form, his true self was still trapped, waiting for a way out. Until the darkness consumed him, everything he had bottled up burst out at once. What was left was just a screaming, distorted being completely out of control. And when his true form could no longer contain it, he wore the mask of a monster just to survive. A symbol of instincts unleashed, with nothing left to hide. Whenever he was around Jumba, Bleakley somehow got dragged into all kinds of trouble. Still, he tried to keep his cool by screaming and blaming everyone else. If you also think this scrum cake is way too cute, don't forget to hit subscribe, because in the upcoming videos, there will be many more creative Disney characters as desserts. This scene where Stitch teases Lilo by sticking out his tongue in front of the agent left a lasting impression in the movie. It perfectly shows his mischievous nature and brings out the humor in his interactions with the human world. Stitch once struggled to keep his balance when Lilo and Nani brought him onto a surfboard. It was his first time experiencing the ocean, also the first spark of his new family bonds. Nani's life isn't easy. She's constantly balancing work and looking after Lilo. There are days when she's ready to break, but she's always there for her sister. Whenever something tasty shows up, Stitch's ears instantly perk up. And honestly, just a piece of cake is enough to brighten his whole day.
Gonna put a little pinkety inkety right up in here. Give him a little purple nurple there. Whatever, keep the struggle. Win it now, Genie Man, and a win it now, and a 626, and a win it now, and a cheeky bottle.
The surfing adventure isn't over yet, and Stitch just showed up with his signature surfboard. So don't leave just yet, the best part might still be waiting ahead. Stitch's codename is 626, which makes June 26 the perfect excuse to honor our favorite troublemaker with a big heart. You know, in early concept art and story drafts, Stitch wasn't an alien experiment at all. He was a gang leader hiding out on a distant asteroid with his crew. You might be surprised, but she spent 10 full hours to complete this look. It could be the perfect inspiration for your upcoming Halloween season. She may not be the most dangerous experiment, but Angel is the only one who ever made Stitch's heart waver. They first met in episode 12, season 2, and from that moment on, everything changed. Lilo not only listens to Elvis non-stop, but she also teaches Stitch how to behave by copying the King's music, dance moves, and swagger. Her love for Elvis gives the film a fun, retro flavor. With his playful and innocent vibe, this little alien's the total opposite of Deadpool, the king of sarcasm and chaos. But when these two energies collide, a new rebellious icon's born: Dead Stitch. Cobra used to be a CIA agent and knew exactly how dangerous Stitch could be. But instead of capturing him, he chose to keep it a secret, giving Stitch a chance to live like a normal kid. Unlike other crushes, Angel was the first to love Stitch without asking him to change a thing. And that's exactly why he loves her more than ever. Even though they come from different places, Stitch and everyone still find common ground. That's what creates a special bond, the thing they call Ohana. Among them, Pleakley is known for overreacting to everything, from a cockroach crawling by to the horror of running out of toothpaste. In contrast is the quiet strength of Nani, whose heart is big enough to hold together a most unusual family. It's her silent sacrifices that laid the foundation for the deep bond they all share. Stitch was created to destroy. Angel was designed to undo everything good. But when they found each other, everything changed. When everything settles back into peaceful harmony, Stitch shares surprisingly tender moments with his loved one. One learns how to protect, the other learns how to comfort, and together they grow in their own unique way. This isn't a perfect family, just the kind that lifts each other up when the world says no. And in fact, this trio's proven that love speaks louder than blood. At first, this familiar troublemaker seemed genuinely jealous and saw Scrump as the third wheel. But little by little, that tiny presence was accepted and quietly became a part of his world, even if unspoken. What you've seen today is just a tiny piece of the world around our favorite blue friend. If you're curious, hit that subscribe button to explore more fun and creative surprises ahead.